Want your headlines from Israel? Look no further than right here on the Israel Brief with me, Rolene Marks, brought to you as always by these guys, Lay of the Land, where we take a look at those top stories making headlines in Israel, and we do it every Monday to Thursday. Now, our community at the Israel Brief is really growing. We're everywhere from Australia to Sweden to Zambia, South Africa, the United States, and everywhere in between. And what I love is because we feel so much like community, like family, I get these incredible comments from you guys, including what you like to drink while you are getting your news headlines. So whether it is a water like me, because it's very, very hot here at the moment, or a hot chocolate like my friend in Australia who said she has her hot chocolate ready for the Israel Brief, I'm glad that we all take these 15 or so minutes out of our day to join with each other to take a look at some serious issues that happen in Israel that you won't see reported in the mainstream media. Today is day 270 of Israel's war with Hamas, and every time we hit a significant number, my heart just sinks a little more, because I think, as we all do here all the time, of the 120 hostages still held captive by Hamas in the Gaza Strip under now what must be absolutely intolerable conditions. In a few days' time, we will mark 9 months since that Black Saturday, since the attacks of the 7th of October. Another segment that you guys really, really enjoy is the audience or the viewer question time. And if you want to pose a question, you can do so by popping it in the comments section below, or maybe even email it to us via our website. And all the details are coming up a little later. But let's take a look at those top stories. And we begin with news that Israeli security officials have said that work has started to boost electric power to the desalination plant in the Gaza Strip. There is a desalination plant on Salahuddin Street, and securities officials have said that they expect to pump out an estimated 20,000 cubic meters of water to the humanitarian zones where most of the people in Gaza are accumulated. And the reason for this is, there are several reasons. First of all, it's humanitarian. As the weather is extremely hot and as we are concerned about sanitation and health, we want to make sure that civilians in the Gaza Strip are getting clean drinking water. It also benefits our soldiers. Our soldiers are fighting inside the Gaza Strip, and any kind of disease that could spread could affect them as well. And we, as I mentioned, still have hostages being held. We are terrified that they are not getting the water, the food, the sunlight, the air that they desperately need, not to even mention medical care. And we want to make sure that at least we can provide this, please God, for our hostages. The security officials have also said that if Hamas is caught siphoning off electricity, they will stop the project immediately. This has drawn some condemnation, especially from Avigdor Lieberman. He is a more right-leaning politician who says that we are at war with Gaza, or we are at war with Hamas, certainly not the people of Gaza, but we are at war with Hamas and therefore should cut off all these amenities to the Gaza Strip. But for anybody accusing Israel of genocide, I don't think that if you intend a genocide, you make a concerted effort to ensure that as many people as humanly possible have access to clean drinking and sanitary water. More than 125 victims of the October the 7th atrocities are suing or have filed a suit in the United States against Iran, Syria, and North Korea. The plaintiffs claim that these three countries not only provided financial aid to the terrorists or to Hamas, but also military and tactical training. Interesting that North Korea is included in this. And just over the weekend, Newsweek reported that 2 Chinese engineers were found complicit in helping to dig the tunnel. So when we tell you that there are outside influences, we certainly can start to see the evidence of this now. The plaintiffs are suing for $4 billion in damages, and they say that while it cannot undo the horrors and the agony, it can be a significant step towards justice. They are suing them for extrajudicial killings, hostage taking, and other horrors committed against civilians on the 7th of October. Israel is now going to try out a new pilot program in certain areas of the Gaza Strip to see how this would work in a post-war scenario. We are having all these conversations about the day after. What will the Gaza Strip look like? Who will rule the Gaza Strip, or who will govern the Gaza Strip the day after Israel has won, and that we are satisfied that Hamas is significantly militarily and from a government perspective that their capabilities are suitably damaged. So the army intends to set up free zones or bubbles in areas like Tatra, Beit Hanun and Beit Lahia, where vetted Palestinians will be responsible for distributing humanitarian aid, and they will have the security provided for a time by the IDF to ensure that they are able to do that unimpeded. So let's see how this goes, and let's see if we hear more and more about what is planned for the day after. That is something that our National Security Advisor Tzachi Hanegbi alluded to last week when he addressed the Herzliya conference at Reichman University. And finally, we end on a heartbreaking note, and that is the mother of former hostage Noa Argamani, Liora Argamani, who was battling terminal brain cancer, passed away this morning. She fought until the end and expressed her dying wish, including to President Biden, to see her daughter one more time before she died. Noah was rescued last month along with 3 other male hostages by our elite Yamam counter-terror forces and the IDF and the Shabak, and was able to spend these last remaining weeks with her mother. In fact, the Yamam counter-terror soldiers said that when they got her safely into the car, the first question she asked was, "Is my mother still alive?" And thank goodness we were able, through the extraordinary work of our security forces, able to reunite Noah with her mother. And our thoughts and our prayers, our love are with Noah and her father, and may Leora's memory be eternally blessed. So now it is time to take a look at that audience question of the day, and it comes from Austin in South Africa, who asks, what can be done to fight misinformation in the mainstream media? Well, we're not helpless and we're not powerless. We have the same abilities to spread information and should use our social media platforms, whether it's WhatsApp or X or Facebook, or whatever you use to spread the facts and the reality of the ground that is happening in Israel. And of course, subscribe to the Israel Brief and share it as much as possible. But we also have the ability to hold the mainstream media accountable. And you can do this by reporting any misinformation, any unfactual reporting to organizations like Honest Reporting and Camera. You can search for those details online. But we also have the ability to write letters and to make it known to these channels that we won't stand for biased reporting and for obfuscation of the facts, and also for leaving out important facts. So I think what we need to do is to become better media consumers and better media police. And we can do that by making sure that the mainstream media hears when we know that they are reporting things unfactually and without the full picture. So thank you for that, Austin. And guys, keep those questions coming. So those are our top stories and our audience question, but those other important housekeeping details, don't forget to check out our website at www.layoftheland.online. We have a whole lot of new information up there, including a lovely article by Galia Hall, who speaks about being at Kibbutz Be'eri to help lay the foundation stone to help rebuild the kibbutz. It's a beautiful article. It will also be up on our Facebook page a little later this week, so don't forget to check us out on Facebook at Lottel's site. We are on X at Lay of the Land 5, and we are right here on YouTube at the Israel Brief. And if you like our content, please click that red subscribe button. And that's it for me from today. So I'm going to say cheers to you guys. I don't know what you are drinking, but here's my big thing of water. So cheers, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.